So if you're like me, chances are your original PS4 hard drive is full and it's the holiday season, and you probably want to go ahead and upgrade your storage because games like Call of Duty are just like taking up so much space. I know for me it took up like over at least I know for sure over 100 gigs, and I had to delete quite a few games just to get it on my console. So this is for those people who want to go ahead and upgrade their hard drive. So Black Friday, a lot of you people might be finding deals on hard drives. So I got a 1 terabyte SSD and I'm ready to go ahead and put it in mine. So let's go ahead and do this together. I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through it. So all you need really is a thumb drive, only 1 gig, and a screwdriver. So you're now rocking with Rakama. Here we go. Alright, so here we are. So the first thing you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to take that USB flash drive. If it's not formatted, go ahead and format it. I'm not totally sure how to do that on Mac, but you can always Google some instructions about how to do so from there. But with Windows, if you bought a brand new flash drive, sometimes it will tell you to go ahead and format it, and you can just hit that quick format button. And so ultimately you want to make sure once again that flash drive is clear. So you're going to create 2 folders here. On the root of the flash drive, you're going to create a folder called PS4, as you see there in the instructions. This is coming straight off the PlayStation website. Link will be in the description below. So once again, you're going to create that PS4 folder, all uppercase letters. And then within that folder, you're going to create another subfolder called Update with all uppercase letters. So how did I even get to this website? So first and foremost, I just did a simple Google search. Just look for PS4 software download or PS4 OS download, and it'll take you directly to the PlayStation website where you can get the software from. So as you see on my screen, it's currently downloading. So when it's done, all I'm going to just go ahead and do is just simply take that file and drag and drop it to the update folder. So that's that folder within the PS4 folder I just talked about. And once that's done, we're just going to move on to the next step. So now this actually brings us to the next step, which is the swap, actually. So you're basically going to be physically swapping out the old hard drive, the but the SATA hard drive that's in the PS4, the OG PS4, the 500 gig one. And we're just going to go ahead and swap that out for the new SSD one that I got off of Amazon. So to get that started here, you just basically pull there's like a little, the glossy part of that PS4 is a section that you can just physically slide up, and you basically have exposure to where your hard drive is located. So with that, once you have that hard drive exposed, basically what you're going to go ahead and do, there's a screw in the upper left hand corner that is containing the actual hard drive itself. So you're going to go ahead and unscrew that corner screw, and then you're just going to be able to go ahead and slide that hard drive out. So once you slide the hard drive out, it's actually enclosed in, I guess you would call it a tray or a cage, however you want to. But on that cage, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws on there. So what you're just going to go ahead and do is remove those 4 black screws. You're going to use a Phillips screwdriver, just as you kind of did already at this point for that first screw. So yeah, you're going to go ahead and use a Phillips screwdriver, remove all 4 of those screws. And then once that's done, you now can just go ahead and take out the old hard drive. And once that old hard drive is taken out, then now you can just go ahead and insert the new hard drive. So in my case, I've got a 1 terabyte, so it's kind of worth it for me. So I got tired of that 500 gig. So once you insert the new hard drive, you're just going to take those same 4 screws, screw it back into that tray, and then once you have that done, then you're just going to go ahead and slide that tray back into the PS4, or back, I guess you could call it the dock of the PS4, and then just go ahead and make sure you tighten that one corner screw back in there. And then once that's done, then just go ahead and gently slide. I had some difficulty doing it, but definitely slide that glossy part of that PS4, slide that back over. And once again, yeah, these are instructions for the OG PS4, like day one PS4 that came on launch date. The Slim, it's a little bit different to get into that one. So, all right, moving on to the next step. Real quick, I actually wanted to go ahead and update you guys. I actually happened to somehow end up missing my footage for this part of the video, which is the actual installation of the OS on the PS4. But let me guys show you something real quick. This is a part that is really important. So what you want to do first and foremost, you want to make sure that you have your thumb drive inserted. I've already done this on mine by the time this video's on. This is actually post-production. But what you're going to do is you're going to hold down that button 2 times. Well, hold it until you hear the second beep. All right. Then you're actually going to get this screen here on the next step. Cool. So at this point, with the controller directly wired in, you're going to go ahead and select option number 7 that says initialize PS4. And then you're just going to go ahead and select OK at this next screen here. And then it's going to ask you or let you know that you're about to format your hard drive. Basically going to wipe everything. So at this point, you may want to stop if you're not quite sure, because you can always go back and put your save files on USB if you don't have the PlayStation Network. You can back it to the cloud. So once it begins to wipe everything, you're just going to go ahead and wait for it to kind of do its thing, and that's pretty much going to be an autopilot at this point. So if you've made it to this point, congrats. Pat yourself on the back and give yourself a self high five. All right, so this is the first boot. So you should be seeing the Sony logo, and then right after that, you got this screen asking you to connect the controller. Go ahead and select your language for what country you're in, and basically it's going to give you a little breakdown of things that it's going to happen next. So you can just go ahead and click next and go to the next screen. And so this next screen is going to be about setting up your network. So obviously at this point, I don't want y'all knowing my Wi-Fi password. So we're just going to go ahead and skip to the next. All right. So unbeknownst to me, I had Tekken 7, the disc that was still in the console. So I actually went ahead and checked my storage first. So really the total usable space is 861 gigs. However, like I said, I didn't know at the time that I had Tekken 7 in there, so it was showing a little less because it was like 41 gigs. 41 gigs was dedicated to Tekken 7 because it was installing at the time. But as you can see, you've got roughly 861 gigs of usable space. So voila, and that's pretty much it. So at this point, there's nothing else more to say. So it's a pretty simple process. You've got everything that you need to do from step 1, downloading the software, putting it on the thumb drive, then tearing your console apart, sort of. And then after that, loading the software back on. So at this point, you're a pro. Congrats. Enjoy your space. And if this is your first time checking out the channel, I'm gonna be putting out more content. But yeah, just stay tuned to the channel for more. And also give me a shout on my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. The social media peeps. But yeah, with that, this is a wrap. I'ma holler at y'all folks later. Stay safe out there. Peace.